Okay, this is watercolor pencils. I have a couple different sets. The one I'm going to show you today is just a 12 color one. So it only has 12 colors, so you're going to have to do a lot of blending if you get one of these. There's a lot of mixing, but you're capable of that. Alright, so watercolor pencils can be used like regular pencils, so you can do any of the techniques for regular pencils. So I'm just going to grab one here, and you can lightly draw with it, you can color in heavy, cross hatch, you can scumble. Any kind of technique you want to try for pencil would apply to watercolor pencil. The difference is you're going to be doing it on watercolor paper, and there's some other techniques you can do with these. So if I want to mix and get a blue-green, so I'm going to take this, let me get this green. I don't like this green. It's more of a yellow-green. Hold on just a second. Let me get a green. I've got my blue down, and I can put my green on top. It'll visually mix, or I can take a brush, a soft brush, get it wet, and they mix to make your blue-green, just like regular watercolors. Only you draw first, and then you do it. So now you can apply watercolor techniques to it as well. If you want to do salt, you could probably try that on there while it's still wet, things like that. If you want a richer color, let me go back to my blue. So see how dark it got here? Now I'm going to actually dip it in the water. Now I'm going to draw with it. It'll come out really smooth and really rich in color. So I can dip it. I can still use my blending stump on it. So if I put that blue down and I have the green here, I can use my clean blending stump, blend them together. I can also, first step would be get the paper wet, and then draw on top of it and see what it does. And then you can see where it's dry, where I started changing it to dry. So wet and dry, you can see a difference. Zoom in a little bit so you can see that better. So wet paper is much more smooth, dry was very rough because it's picking up the texture of the paper more. Okay, so those are a few. Now you get to experiment and see what else you can come up with for watercolor pencils.